Jesus Christ, my hair looks ridiculous. It's like someone took a bite out of my hair, and now I look like this. It's really great. I love my hair, and I can't have a haircut until like July 9th or something. So there's that. Anyways, it's July 3rd, 11:50 a.m. right now. I am going to leave very soon. So, yeah. Also, I forgot to mention the dream that I had this morning. I saw that I thought that I was about to go to graduation dinner, and my suit isn't even here yet. Like, I haven't even gotten my suit yet. And it's like a very awkward situation. Oh, frick. But yeah, basically I'm basically dreaming about the graduation dinner. That's what I'm dreaming about, the graduation dinner. Like yesterday, or actually a few, like, I don't know, 11 hours ago or something, Cedric did like a dumb little online IQ test, and it shows that he's got 121 IQ. And which is, of course, if you do online IQ tests, it's very likely that it's wrong, and then I was gonna say that it's wrong, but I don't want to hurt Cedric's feelings. Like, yeah, I don't think it's very accurate. I don't think you're that smart. And then Natalie just straight up said, if I did those online IQ tests, I would have gotten 190. But yeah. Oh, that's a thing. I don't even remember how to play like low C. It is 2:30 a.m. in the morning, 2:39. So basically what happened today was, okay, let me sit down. Basically what happened today was, I went to, my cousin's place, and, actually before that, I went to, somewhere near his place, and we had like lunch in the mall in the food court once again, like for the third time. And I had to wait for like half an hour for my lunch, because so many people were queuing up for that restaurant. Anyways, afterwards I went to his place and we played video games for a while, like Osu and Team Fortress. And then and in the middle we played flute for a little bit. He taught me, well, can't say teach, but he assisted me in playing flute, because if you don't know this, I haven't played the flute in 5 years. And then afterwards, like, the sky became super dark and cloudy, and it started to rain, and I'm like, oh shit, I'm stuck. And then I waited until the cloud receded, and I was like, oh, it's clear now. So I went back home on the subway. My mom was gonna pick me up, but then I was like, nope, I'm already on the subway. And then afterwards I went back home, and then that's pretty much it. Yeah, not much else happened, to be honest. I will go swimming tomorrow. I want to do sports. I don't know why. Maybe it's because it's been like so long since I have like moved vigorously. Like, it's been so long since I've actually, not really so long, but like, yeah, it's been, I think, like 40 days or something since I've really, sweat my ass off and, actually do some sports. So I'm gonna go swimming tomorrow, and I have heard that swimming makes you taller and wider of a person, which is exactly what I need to do. So I'm gonna go swimming, and apparently my cousin wants to go too, so we'll go swimming together, and my brother is also going swimming, and then afterwards we're gonna like, I don't know, eat food. and that's it for tomorrow. And then for 2 days later, me and my cousin, we are going to meet up again with my mom. We are going to like somewhere far away for because of our company thing. We need to help a bunch of kids, you know. I'm honestly a little disappointed. Like, I thought I had a good thing going, you know, when I socialized, when I successfully socialized with, you know, people. That is not my cousin. Aside from my cousin, who's also working as summer interns for the same company, like the charismatic dude, like we actually like talk a little bit and chat a little bit, and that other woman who just graduated university, like I and her, like we actually like chat with one another very comfortably, and I was actually looking forward to seeing her again on like last Friday, except well, that's not the case anymore. uh they had to put me and my cousin together every single time because they expect me to not be able to socialize with anyone else, which is, and I'm trying to do the exact opposite thing. I'm trying to like go out and meet new people, but they keep on trying to suppress that because they think it's safe for me. But hell no, I'm stepping out of my comfort zone, whatever you like it or not, okay? And my mom's like, because this is only a summer internship thing, my mom's like, oh, after summer you can continue working for us and you can continue gaining money. And in my heart I'm like, hell no, let me go find some sort of other work that is not related to my mom or my family at all. Like, let me go work in some weird ass place, okay? Like, not like have a shitty job, but like, you know, maybe have a tuition, you know, or something. And like just let me go out and step out of my comfort zone. I really need that. I'm about to be 18, okay? Like usually parents are like, man, my kids, they're stuck at home and they're playing their phones, and damn, they're always in their comfort zone and stuff. But I'm like, I really want to do the opposite. Like, I sometimes I just want to grab a water bottle and my phone and my wallet and just go out and adventure. I just want to adventure in the city and just go out and bring my money and see if I can find food and just get lost, because it's fun and it is important for me to step out of my comfort zone. Because when I grow up, when I move to the USA, I'm doing the same thing. I'm stepping out of my comfort zone every single day. So I need to start doing that stuff now. So yeah, I need to just get out of this safe zone. I really want to just go out and adventure, you know, and have fun. Okay, anyways, that's a bit of my rant, okay? A bit of a rant. Not much else. Saw Instagram, Joseph, who used to be this pretty annoying kid, who has friends, but not that many friends, who is a very disciplined boy, who is a prefect. If you don't know what that is, it's basically the police force in the school. It's not a thing in the American education system anyways. But yeah, I mean, he's not exactly like a good boy or like a goody two shoes or anything. He gained weight. That's what I'm trying to say. He gained weight. And then we have the other girl. I haven't given her a pseudonym yet, but she's also like one of the more like beloved students by the teacher. And and me and her, we never studied together in the same class, but we know each other. I know her at least because of drama club. Anyway, she also gained weight, and it's just not. No, I'm not fat shaming anyone, but by the time we arrive at the graduation dinner, like, people are gonna look different, okay? People are gonna look different. And I just hope that, you know, people would look in a way they're comfortable with, you know? That's all I'm trying. I'm not fat. If honestly, it's that's just an information. I have no opinion on this, by the way. Like, if they are comfortable with how they look right now, cool, you know. But yeah, that's just that's just a piece of information that I would like to report. I hope that I am able to see Natalie in real life. It's such a strange thing to say. It's such a, like, this friggin' COVID-19 thing and then the friggin' national security law thing really fucked up our lives. 2020 suck ass, really. It's been like almost 60 days since I've actually seen Natalie in real life. So I low-key want to see her, even though I still want to punch her, like, regardless of my emotional state right now. Like, I'm not even angry right now. I like her as a friend, but I still want to punch her because she deserves to be punched in the face. So I'm gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna pretend to do it, and then, like, I'm not gonna do it. But yeah, I really want to, like, just punch her, like really, like a hard fist in the face. I'm sure she loves it too. Maybe not. Maybe she's not much of a. I'm not gonna continue my sentence. I'm not gonna continue the sentence. But you have an idea what I'm about to say. Yeah, but yeah, I wish I could see her in real life. I wish I could see Mary in real life. I would blunder. I would blunder. Okay, if I see Mary, I would blunder. Like bishop to e5 blunder. You know, I would blunder. Like a chess game. I don't even know what does that mean. So far I've seen my classmates 5 times since the end of everything. Okay, 5 times. Okay, not terrible, but not a lot. Okay, and each time I also see Pink and Leo. Each friggin' time, and I like that. You know, they're good people. I like them. But, like, yeah, maybe a little diversity would be cool. You know, but beggars can't be choosers. That's very unfortunate. I'm a beggar. Peasant. Yeah, Oliver, Selena, Suki, and Russell, they are in a bar again, just hanging out together. Like friends. Friends, am I right? Like, what are you? Some sort of friend? Some sort of friend? Like, you care about one another and share your feelings and thoughts with one another, and other people would listen to you? Like, are you like some sort of friend? Loser? Yeah. I don't even know. I don't even know what the hell, man. I don't even know. Time now is 4:51 p.m. and I have gone to swimming, and it's not bad. I mean, of course, I'm exhausted. I'm absolutely tired. My legs are sore. My arms are sore. But most importantly, my lungs are the part of my body that hurts the most when I swim or when I run is always my lungs and my bronchi. They really hurt. It feels like I want to throw up. I want to vomit, but not through the esophagus, but through my trachea. That's a terrible feeling. It really hurts. But yeah, I think it's an air pressure thing. That or my lungs are just terrible. But yeah, after lunch I went to a little pizza place called Mother of Pizza, which is really near the swimming pool. And I was like, well, wait, I know this place. Like, I know that some of my classmates, like Natalie, would go there. And, like, I'm, like, a little cautious, you know. My legs are sore, but my mind is alert. But yeah, I didn't see anyone of importance. Afterwards, I had meals, and then I just boom, 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 went back home. And then now it's, like, nearly 5 p.m., and I will do a movie review now, and then later on I will use the PC. I will finish up episode 4 of my conspiracy script. Apparently my letter to the principal is not bad. Natalie saw it. Natalie, the goddess of friggin', English paper 3, which is, integration. She's like, yeah, it's not bad. And then I sent my letter to my mom, who sent to like another dude who's like really good at this, you know, writing letters and shit. And they're like, yeah, it's not bad. So I'm like, okay, pretty cool. So I only have to make a few adjustments in my letter, and then I'm good to go. Yeah, aside from that, not much else. I proposed that, you know, me, Cedric, and Natalie should hang out sometime, maybe with Grant too, but, you know, don't want to ruin their, you know, their honeymoono, you know. Who knows, boy? Who knows, boy? I saw Natalie in my dream this morning. Like, we were in the subway, and I had to, you know, and I was like, whoa, is that really you? Natalie, is that you? So I was like, yeah, man, I kind of want to see people in real life. But yeah, there's that. I don't know why am I speaking so quietly. I guess I'm really, really tired right now, like legit tired. Yeah. And time now is 1:48 a.m. on July 4th. I don't want to make videos like this anymore. I feel like like I make videos like this and it's pointless. Like, I just talk a lot, and it's not like people are gonna listen to it anyways, but it's just a lot. Like, I actually talk a lot. So I'm gonna try to be as brief as possible. I am gonna go to sleep like half an hour later. Yeah, that's it. That's all I really need to say. Tomorrow, what's gonna happen is that me and my cousin and hopefully some other people that I know will go to this event, and I'll help take photos and videos, and you know, that's it. And I won't film any reviews. I already uploaded 2 videos today, and then 2 videos yesterday. So in 2 days, 4 videos. I think that's enough. I think I can, you know, take a rest tomorrow. Actually, not a rest. Tomorrow I have work to do. Making YouTube videos, that's my rest. That's my leisure. Okay? Yeah, there's not much else to do. I don't know why I think about Mary again, but I really want to talk to her, but I guess I'm already in the mindset of like, I know that I'm not gonna be able to see more of her, and I've just kind of accepted that. Like, I stand no chance. By the way, I stand no chance. If she says happy birthday to me on September 7th, I would be like, yahoo! I would be ecstatic. Here's the thing, though. Her birthday is October 24th, so if she forgets my birthday, I will still have to say happy birthday to her after she forgets about mine. So she will feel very guilty, but also no, because it's Mary. I don't know her that well, to be honest. So yeah, hopefully I can get to know her a little more. Maybe we speak a couple more times in the graduation dinner and in the DSE days. Maybe, just maybe, we can DM each other maybe a little bit, maybe on Instagram or on WhatsApp, but I don't really see the point in that. Yeah, I in the graduation dinner, I just have to let her know my feelings towards her, even though, oh my god, that seems impossible. How do I admit this to her without sounding weird? But I definitely know how am I gonna show her my diaries. I definitely know. So yeah, anyways, have an hour to spare. I will finish up writing my conspiracy short film script version 7 episode 4, and then I'm just gonna slumber. Let's go, bye. Hey y'all. Time now is now 9:23, and a minute ago I just arrived at home. Believe me, it has only been a minute. Less than 60 seconds, I dare say. So, yeah, see, I'm still in, like, street clothes, okay? And I haven't even taken a shower. So what happened today? A lot had happened today, but none of them are important. Yeah, I don't know why, but I'm just in a really bad mood today, and there is no reason to it. Like, like, there's no reason behind having a bad mood. I just have a bad mood. I have a bad mood when I have a bad mood. There is no rhyme or reason to anything. Anyways, so today in the morning, like, I left my place, my apartment at around, like, 11:15 a.m. in the morning, and we were gonna, pick up my cousin, and then after picking up my cousin, we're gonna go to, a place across the harbor, where my mom's company, a group of adults in my mom's company is gonna hold a small little concert event thing for a bunch of kids and their parents, the usual. And for some reason, there was a huge traffic thing going on in my district, and we were stuck in my district in a car for like half an hour. The cars, they were just not moving. It was just totally frozen. It was like an ice pack. So afterwards, we arrived there finally, and we were like half an hour late, but it's whatevs. Could have been worse. And then afterwards, I was just filming stuff, and nobody told me what the hell am I supposed to do. I mean, they gave me a camera. Then what? Like, what am I gonna film? When am I gonna film? I don't know what to film. But at the end, I did film as much as possible, and yeah. And then, like, when I arrived there, the show hasn't started yet. They're still rehearsing. And then after the rehearsal, they all went for a lunch break. So me and my cousin and my mom and my mom's friend, we went to the McDonald's, and I was like, oh, I don't know why, but I really wanted to drink something ice cold. So I drank I tried to find a way to only order the drink, but that's actually impossible for some fucking reason. So I had to order like a meal set. If, like, I can't even order the pie meal, the pie set. Like, if I order apple pie, it's gonna show, okay, so what drinks do you want to have with the apple pie? And it doesn't show the mango ice drink. I want the mango ice drink. So I had to order a fried chicken meal set, so it gives me the mango drink and the fried chicken. I wasn't like that hungry, so I didn't finish it. So when I arrived there, I couldn't eat inside the thing, so I had to wait outside the door and eat it, and it was so messy. It was a total fucking mess. So anyways, after the fried chicken, and I didn't even finish the fried chicken. Like, I was just not hungry. I finished the drink. I didn't finish the fried chicken. Anyways, the show started. I filmed stuff, ran around. I was tired, and then afterwards, we helped clean up the stuff, and we helped, just sort of carrying, like, tables and stuff, and it was heavy, and it was annoying. And then I went for a piss. Okay, a piss. I took a number 1 because I am a human being, and for some reason, maybe it's my fault. Maybe it's me just being friggin' stupid. Okay, but I didn't close the door all the way. But it wasn't like I was right. Like, it wasn't like you walk into the male bathroom, and the first thing you see is the urinals. That's not true. You walk through the door, and then you have to turn a sharp right in order to reach the urinal. So normally, if you're a dude and you're whipping your dick out and pissing in the fucking urinal, normally no one will pass by and then, oh wow, nice cock, 7 out of 10, okay? But then here's the thing, there are these 3 girls, apparently they're in like 9th grade or something, and they were playing like a little game, let's take a peek at the friggin' male bathroom. So one of the girls took a peek, and I'm pretty sure they didn't see my you know, my privates, because I was being really careful and paranoid about it. Like I was really like, you know, hiding, but they did see me, and they did like almost see the thing. And I guess I was just too quiet. Like they didn't realize that I existed in there. Anyways, it was awkward for them and kind of awkward for me, but I played it cool. I was super chill, and I know exactly what to say if they come up to me and go, "Yo, I almost saw your fucking dick. Fuck off." And I'd be like, "Wow, you guys are fucking horny. Naughty, naughty." Anyways, that's a bit of a sensitive topic, but the madness does not stop there. Afterwards, my mom's like, "Oh, you know what? Let's have dinner together." So me, my cousin, my other cousin's friend, my cousin's family, and my own family, alongside with my brother, we're all gonna have dinner together. But it was only like 4 p.m. or 5 p.m. So I went to my cousin's place to take a rest, and it was fine. It was a little boring. It was fine. And then afterwards, I only had my phone. I left my wallet with my mom because I thought I didn't have to use it again, but stupid me. Because if I have to go down from my cousin's place, who is all the way up a friggin' mountain, down to, you know, the people's world, that down to somewhere more urban, like, you need to take the minibus. Otherwise, you're gonna walk down there and it's gonna be, like, exhausting. So, I didn't have my wallet with me. I didn't have my octopus card, okay? So at the end, my cousin found like a little strange little octopus card that's smaller than normal, but hey, it works. Anyways, I went down. We arrived at the restaurant, and the madness does not stop. At that point, I don't know why. Maybe it's all the bad shit that's happened to me today, all accumulated, even though none of those things really bothered me as much. Or maybe it's just me writing my script and just me in that angry mindset. Oh yeah, and then one thing, like I was like joking around, like, yo, because Cedric loves Japanese, okay, and he's good with hiragana and katakana or whatever, and so I was like, oh, what if you can type the word conspiracies but in Japanese, like in like not the kanji, and I typed out the hiragana, and Cedric's like, no, and then he typed another one, and it looks completely different, and I'm like, wait, what? And then I put in the Google Translate, and it says conspiracies, and I'm like, whoa, that's weird. And then I'm like, wow, there are 3 kinds of Japanese now? I didn't know that. And then Natalie's like, like emoji with the 3 straight lines, and he's like, noob. And I'm like, what the fuck? Okay, how am I supposed to fucking know that? Why are you calling a noob for such a small fucking thing? Of course I was like a little upset, but hey, it's just your average Natalie. I mean, she's mean, she's toxic, but goddamn, I've been fantasizing this for like over months now, okay? Next time I see Natalie in real life, I'm gonna punch her in the fucking face and knock her fucking teeth the fuck out, okay? And even if I'm not angry, okay, even if I'm in a happy mood, even if I'm like being like normal, just walking in the streets, if I see her, I'll still punch her because I want to. Seeing her suffer brings me joy, even though she's still my friend and I respect her and all, but damn, do I just want to hurt her. Anyways, in the restaurant, I don't know why, but the turntable, it was a Chinese restaurant, so there's the circular turntable in the middle, Lazy Susan, and it just keeps spinning. And at one point, I was like trying to scoop some rice, and then the pot of rice just, you know, revolves away from me. And I'm like, what the fuck? So I dropped the spoon, and it's like, plang. Fortunately, the entire table didn't fucking blow up in front of my face. Like, and earlier on, like, I was pouring this little ceramic pot of tea, little chrysanthemum tea on my cup, and then I put down, and I don't know, maybe it was because I'm tired, but I was a little not cautious enough, and the teapot just plang on the Lazy Susan. Anyways, the madness does not fucking stop. Like, afterwards there's crabs, and everybody's like, you know, eating crabs like human beings, and I'm like, bro, I actually don't know how to, you know, dissect a fucking crab. Fuck me. So I was like, you know what, screw it. My teeth, no more braces, right? So I grabbed like a little crab leg, and I just cracked it on both sides of my canines. I just ground the exoskeleton of the crabs, with my canines and my teeth, and I just grind them down, and I suck at eating crabs, so I just grind the exoskeleton down and turn them into fucking sand, and all I got is like 10% of the meat. So anyways, all these crab shells, they are converted into a pile of sand thanks to my fragile ass teeth. Now what? There's this, everybody's hungry, okay, but I'm not that hungry. You know me, small ass stomach, am I right? So there's this bread thing, and you put like little meat and onion in the bread, and you sort of eat it, like that. And then they made someone made one for me, and I'm like, okay, I'm not that hungry, okay. And then they're like, oh, okay, whatever, just don't eat it then. But I'm like, no, I'm a headstrong man, I'm a stubborn man. If I eat it, I eat it. If I took it, I eat it. So I just chugged the whole fucking piece of food down my esophagus. Hell yeah. Earlier on, because I had to grab my bread with my hands, and so they gave us gloves, plastic gloves, and I spent like God knows how many years to just try to open the glove, find the opening of the glove, and then try to open the damn glove when other people around me opens it for 5 seconds. Okay, so I spent all this time just trying to find the opening of the damn glove. I was like, pa 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 pa. I was like stretching and bending it like crazy. Okay, anyways, what else afterwards? Nothing happened afterwards. At this point, I'm already tired. I'm already like, okay, you know what? Fuck this day. But yeah, I swear. Okay, I went to Instagram, right? And I saw like Linda hanging out with like Joan and Yasmin and Sammy, and I'm like, oh my god, Linda, you're a good girl. You're a legitimately good girl. Why are you hanging out with all these thoughts? And then, of course, Oliver, Selena, Suki, and Russell, they're hanging out for the 54th fucking time after the end of the DSEs. You know what? Fine, I don't care. And then the Potato Gang, they're also having a hot pot together. What the hell's with hot pot and July 5th? I don't know. But yeah, there's that. I swear to God, next time I see Natalie, the little girl with her little chestnut-shaped face, with her little sinister smirk, I'ma fist her face right in front of her teeth. Take that, bitch. Take that. I know hitting women is bad. That is why I want to do it even more. Like, I don't, and throughout like a good portion of like me having dinner today, I was just fantasizing about breaking my hand because I punched the glass too hard and I shattered the glass, and yes, my hand, it's all bleeding and I'm dying, but hey, the glass is shattered. Glory is mine. Actually, this is actually a scene from like the comedy movie The Good Guys. It just goes to show how headstrong of a person I am. Stubbornly headstrong enough to kill me. Okay, but yeah, that's my rant for the day. That's my rant for the day. Thanks for watching. It's 3:41 right now. It's already late. I'm gonna go to bed immediately. So yeah, I had a pretty awesome 13.5 minute long rant earlier today. I'm happy about it. Just got all the things off my chest. I'm pretty tired right now, not gonna lie. Not much else happened after. Not much else happened after I made that clip like a few hours ago. I and Natalie did speak a little more. Natalie, whenever I say something and she's like, LOL, I know she's not actually laughing out loud. Duh. But it's more like she doesn't know what to say, so this is her default comment now. Just, I don't know how to respond. Just lol, whatever. And and I was like, I was aware of it, and I want her to know that I'm aware of it, so I told her, yeah, I know that LOL is basically your default I don't know how to respond comment. And then she's like, you see it. But usually I'd go for like MMM, like this is so much nicer. And if it's like okay or K, it's so mean. But yeah, anyways, Natalie, she wants, like, I was still like, you know, like I was still pretty upset, and Natalie's like, yeah, can I just throw glass at Jordana? And I'm like, yeah, let's blow her up. Of course, we're kidding. But apparently, Natalie, Anne, Olivia, and Maria, when they hung out, they also, you know, talked about Jordana. You know, plotted her demise, and they came up with an idea like, oh, you know, what if we expose Jordana in like in the Hong Kong forum or anything, you know, that whole forum app thing, you know, Jordana's gonna have no friends, and it's gonna be like, you know, she's gonna have a terrible university life. So I was like, yeah. But yeah, that's that. I finished writing Conspiracies episode 4 short film, and I did a little episode 5 today. Hopefully I can finish episode 5 tomorrow, and sort of speed up the process and maybe finally release something of importance, sort of before the actual last day ever. I mean, not the last day of school, but literally the last day ever of because of the DSE results day. It's 3 o'clock at noon on July 6th, and I tried drawing, and I can't draw. I'm just garbage. I don't know why. I don't know how to draw a good face. I just can't draw. I don't know why. All right. So it's already like 3:36 a.m. right now. Today I spent at least 3 hours, okay? Or maybe a little less, just trying to dig my past, just trying to figure out what the hell happened in my first 2 years of school in Form 1 and Form 2, because these 2 years are so damn interesting. So many crazy ass things had happened, and there's also confusing, and I sort of need to revise those things. And given that I'm the friggin' detective, I need to, you know, remember everything. Like, it's my duty to remember everything. So I went back and I read my diaries, and oh my god, I'm so entertained. I am so extremely entertained. Um, you know what? You can say whatever the hell you want about me. You can say that I'm paranoid. You can say that, well, I was paranoid. I was delusional. I was crazy. But when I read my own diaries, what I have seen about the people around me, it makes perfect sense that I would think like this. Like back then, I would believe that people could read minds, they have like multiple identities, and they have supernatural abilities, and that they are aware that they're a special kind of human being, and they hate the world, they hate the society, and they are very violent and cruel people, but also at the same time it doesn't mean they're morally bankrupt. At least that's how I think back in, you know, 7th grade and 8th grade. But given what happened around me during those times, it makes perfect damn sense. Like, I was reading my diary, and every single day something insane happens. Like, people were just jumping in and out of character. Nothing makes sense. Like, like, and the reason why I'm looking for all this is because I want to know how I and Natalie started. Natalie, like a month ago, sent me a transcript of me and her conversation between 2016 January and 2016 I think April, or actually March. Um, and I couldn't find those because my old phone died, and I didn't back up my WhatsApp at all because I was dumb. And unfortunately, I and Natalie, our friendship already started long before 2016 January. As far as I can recall, we sort of come together because we were up against Bernese in the Bernese War. But I was like, wait, so did I just suddenly text Natalie one day and say, yo, I hate Bernese. Wanna team up with me? I'm pretty I'm pretty sure that didn't happen. I'm pretty sure that our friendship didn't start like that. Like, I'm pretty sure something else happened. So I was digging. So yesterday I saw that, oh, actually, we were already talking before that. So it was, I think, mid-October when I and Bernice started to really, like, declare war on one another, and when I and Natalie, we started to, plot against, conspire against Bernice. So, but actually on October 12th, it says in my diary that Natalie is insane, that Natalie experienced hallucinations, and she's maniacal and depressed and bipolar, them both. So before the incident between me and Bernice, like, I and Natalie, we were already chatting. And then I kept flipping and flipping. Apparently on October 8th, Natalie already knows that I am the detective. Like, Natalie knows the word detective and it being associated with me. And then I continued to check, and today I just checked that on the day before October 8th, 2015, on October 7th, 2015, there's a sea change and Natalie had to sit in front of Cedric. So I thought, oh, maybe Natalie and Cedric became close to one another, and because I and Cedric were friends, so maybe that's how we all met. And then slightly before that, like late September 2015, after Bernice and Jennifer had this huge beef, I saw Jordana and Natalie sort of, and Keith sort of asking Bernice stuff, and I'm like, oh my god, I can see a connection, like, we're all special people, we're all chosen. So on the day after that, I actually spoke to Natalie. And then I continued to check backwards, and I even, like, because I only started writing diaries on during March 2015. So everything before March 2015 is I didn't write it in a diary, but I still wrote those things down, like in a large book. So I checked those books. I still keep those. And apparently I and Natalie, like, when we didn't like each other, like, it was November 13th when me when no, it was November 13th when Natalie and Queenie stole my stuff, and Bernice told me that I'm in danger. And then it was, like, I think a couple days later, I think November 14 or 15, when me, Edward, Tom, and Keith ran all the way up to 7th floor to the library to chase after Natalie, Anne, and Winslet. But when I checked today, apparently Cedric and Jeffrey also joined that. So there were 6 of us chasing after 3 girls. I forgot about that. I didn't even know that Cedric was, like, involved. I know that Jeffrey would be involved. Like, that makes a lot of sense. That is why Keith would later on betray them all, and Jeffrey would, be really upset about it. But I didn't know that Cedric would be involved. That's kind of crazy. But yeah, there's so many things to talk about. And then there's this other thing, like, I think it was, like, early 2016, like February 2016. And back then I was this really a dumb, annoying kid. So it would make sense that everybody would not like me all that much. But goddamn, I feel so bad about myself. Like, me back then, I was being mistreated left and right. Like, Ronald kicked me out of a WhatsApp group, and Oliver said, I agree, even though at this very moment right now, like nearly 6 years later, I and Oliver were pretty much... Actually, Oliver's still a little bit more socially powerful than me, but... well, actually, in terms of friends, Oliver has so many more friends than I do right now, but, like, I think in terms of social power, we're kind of similar. And, yeah, and then there's this other incident in February 2016 when I went down, and for some reason, Caroline, Bernice, and Wendy and Linda, they were all having lunch together. It's really strange, right? Strange combo. And then Caroline walked up to me and asked, did you tell Bernice that... No, wait. Did you tell Bernice that I hate her, which isn't true, but did you falsely accuse me of hating Bernice? And I'm like, no, because in actuality, I didn't do that shit. And Caroline's like, really, be honest, did you falsely accuse me of hating Bernice? And I'm like, nope, that didn't happen. And then Linda's, like, really upset, like, fuck off. And I was like, oh, okay. That was crazy. I was being mistreated left and right. And then I still remember that one time when I asked Wendy because she had bruises all over her arms, and I'm like, why the hell are there bruises all over your arms? And she's, given the person she is, she's like, I don't know, take a guess, take a guess. I mean, obviously she doesn't want to reveal. Maybe it's because, like, in the diary I ask, okay, maybe she's suicidal, but maybe I'm overthinking it. Maybe she's being abused. Or maybe not, but I don't know, she's never like that outspoken of a person, even though I have, back then when I was younger, I had the vibe that something strange happened to her, like with Mary and all. And yeah, and then later in Form 6, she would later on be arrested by the fucking police. And I would, and the whole damn school would be so worried about her. And then there's this other time during English listening exam, I and Natalie were both tied at the number 1 spot for English listening exam, and then number 2 would be Linda for some reason, and number 3 is Mary. So, yeah, Mary. I checked my diaries. Apparently, Mary's really special too. I think in Form 2, I and Mary talked, and because back then in Form 1 we had a like running joke like, oh, Mary's my sister and our mother is Umbrielle. And so in Form 2, like a year later, I went up to Mary and said, oh, do you remember being my sister? And then Mary was like, huh? 我是他的女儿，你就是他的儿子，真的是神奇。And being the multilingual person of a person that Mary is, she speaks like almost 5 languages, 4.5, I dare say. Like that's actually really cool. Yeah, there's so much. And then Keith, like yesterday, I and Natalie had a discussion about how evil of a person Keith is, how much he's a psycho, how much he's trying to build a harem of sorts. He tried to manipulate all the girls around him, and not just girls. Like he would hook up with messed up girls, like girls with freaky minds, like Jordana and Natalie and Anne. But the way she treats them 3 is different because Keith sort of knows that Jordana is just as capable of manipulating others and lying just as good as Keith. While Natalie's more of a masochist, so the more Keith attacks Natalie, psychologically attacks her, the more turned on is Natalie. So in a way, the more Keith hates Natalie, the more Natalie would love Keith. Really fucking sick. Makes my stomach churn. I mean, but yeah, apparently, back then Keith also tried to mess with me a little bit, being really close to me, telling me jokes, and I was dumb enough to actually fall for it, even though not too long afterwards I realized how much of a bitch ass Keith is. Like, he is just a cunning person, a backstabber, a traitor. Like, you cannot trust the guy. Like, one time Natalie told Keith about the thoughts, and Keith is so upset about it. He said he's gonna somehow find a way to sell those thoughts and turn them into sex slaves and film them getting raped and all that stuff. And Keith would go on and describe them graphically, and Natalie would be like, oh man, so hot. Like, yeah, the people around me, they are friggin' insane. And I love them, and I fucking hate them. And I guess I wish that I would be able to see them 9 days later in the graduation dinner. I mean, except for Queenie and Max. Queenie is in New Zealand. Queenie is in Auckland, New Zealand. She made an Instagram story, I think yesterday, where she's like, oh, the views of Auckland, New Zealand, really pretty. And in the inside, she's like, fuck, man, I wish I'm in Hong Kong with my friends. Or maybe not, because Hong Kong is basically political dead at this point, and it's slowly turning into a police state. The government, they're burning books, they're undermining our free speech. We're all dying. But yeah, I love the people. I love the people that I know, and I will make good use of it, most certainly. All right now it's 2:35 p.m. on July 7th. Today, once again, I will be taking a rest. I won't go anywhere. Speaking of which, it's very, very, very unfortunate, and it's very concerning, and that is the coronavirus is returning. Meaning that there are more and more people getting the virus once again, because I guess the restrictions are too loose. So, I don't know, we have the fucking graduation dinner a week later. I mean, come on. I really hope that everything's gonna be alright. All at the same time, I left this comment in this YouTube video, and I don't like to get into political stuff, but I was like, the national security law is passed and I'm stuck in Hong Kong, and there are people replying it, and some of them were pro-Chinese, and they were like, great, national security law, it's great, and some people were just straight up uneducated, like, oh, national security law, you should be fine. If you're not a criminal, you should be fine. If you're not a traitor, you should be fine. Why are you stuck in Hong Kong? And yeah, clearly they don't know what is the actual definition of the national security law of Hong Kong. I guess other than that, my cousin, I was like using my WhatsApp yesterday, and I realized that I haven't changed my profile picture to the blood one, so I changed it to the blood one, and my cousin was like, yo, that's a little too edgy, don't you think? And I'm like, bro, nobody cares about profile pictures, man. Nobody really cares. By the way, that's the point. I want it to be edgy. That's the point. I guess, yeah. I still low-key, actually high-key, want to meet up with Natalie and Cedric. But I don't know, I don't know how am I supposed to do that now that the virus is back and our lives are continuously being destroyed. 2020 is truly a terrible year. Either 2020 is a terrible year or it's 2016, but it's just, oh man. It's 10:22 p.m. right now. I have finished writing episode 5, and it's fire. It's a fire episode. I actually enjoyed it. I finished writing it, and I'm actually proud of it. Like, there are actually a lot of huge scenes in this episode, and there are just a lot of epic moments in this episode, and I think it's all the scenes, they flow together really well, and I really love the character confrontation scenes, especially yeah, I can't go into specifics because I'm going into spoiler territory here, but yeah, it's pretty good. Also, if you don't know this, Natalie is turning 18 in about 1.5 hours, and I'm gonna say happy birthday to her. I want to hang out with her tomorrow, but I don't know if that's possible because Leo just texted me asking if I'm free tomorrow because we're gonna have another sort of a mahjong thing, the third time, and once again with Harry and Pink, and yeah, just yeah. I really wanna hang out with Natalie, like really, as much as I want to punch her in the face. I really want to do that. And if it's with Grant, sure, but I don't want to, mess with their date or anything. One thing for sure is that if Natalie and Grant hangs out tomorrow, I know it's long overdue, and originally I predicted that Natalie's gonna lose her virginity on May 12th or on May 20th. But that didn't happen, or maybe it happened, but I wasn't told, I wasn't informed. I think it's very likely that it's gonna happen tomorrow. And if that happens, goddamn, will I punch her in the face? Uh, yeah. Also, a little side note here: Oliver, Selena, Suki, and Russell hung out again, like for the 67th time, and they went to this hotel to have like tea, and it's very expensive tea, like like just trays of macarons and muffins and like cupcakes and tarts and all that stuff, and they're all dressing nice and stuff. And the Instagram, the official Instagram account of that hotel commented on their photo and saying, "Oh, enjoy," and it's just so I just said happy birthday to Natalie, and I had to like check like if it's actually like I was really afraid that I'm getting it wrong for some reason, even though I've been saying happy birthday to her for like I don't know how many years, really. I think at least 4. And then she's like, "Thanks, man. I shall not call you bitch today." I swear to God, I'll punch her. So it's 12:29 afternoon on July 8th. I saw that everyone, like not everyone actually, only Valerie, the girl who is like 1 year younger than us and who's like super successful and powerful and stuff, she made an Instagram story saying happy birthday to Natalie, and then Grant himself made an Instagram story saying happy birthday to Natalie, and I'm like, okay, you know what, I'm gonna do that as well. So I did an Instagram story saying happy birthday to Natalie, even though I've already said it to her privately already, but I didn't know that you had to go to Instagram to make it actually real. And then Natalie's response is basically a giant close-up shot of my face and saying, are you cooler now? Because I said in the story, like, oh, apparently saying happy birthday on Instagram is cooler, so okay, I guess I'm gonna do it. And then she's like, okay, so is this cooler now? And I'm like, frick you. Yeah, there's that. Anyways, the reason why I'm not in Leo's place, or at least going to Leo's place right now, is because apparently Leo had fever. And I didn't even know that until this morning. Like, I woke up at around 11:15, and I was like, okay, you know, time to go. Time to eat breakfast and go. And then Pink texted me saying, oh, don't come, Leo got fever. And that's very scary, because if you don't know this, the coronavirus is returning. So I really hope that Leo only got a fever and it's not the corona. Otherwise, that will suck ass. And I hope that he will recover before graduation dinner. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna be staying in my apartment for the most part today, unless Natalie had some special ideas to hang out, but I don't think that's very much possible now. Anyways, maybe we will have a group call. Maybe we will have a group call, a Discord call, or whatever, you know. But yeah, I don't think I'll actually be able to see Natalie in real life until graduation dinner, which is like over 2 months since I've seen her in real life. Yeah, there's that. Also, Hong Kong is banning TikTok. I mean, in India already banned it. USA is about to ban it. Australia is also talking about if they should ban it. And personally, it doesn't affect me at all. Like, actually, I think it's a good thing for me. Like, less cringe, and less possibility to have China soft power controlling. But then I kind of feel sorry for people who had built their entire lives upon this stupid app. Yeah. Time now is 9:16 p.m. on July 8th, and I don't know if Natalie had lost her virginity yet or no. I talked with Grant, and because I picked a photo when I made an Instagram story to say happy birthday to Natalie, and Grant asked me if I can send him more photos of Natalie. So I did. Of course I didn't send all. But yeah, anyways, something interesting happened today. As you can see, today is called Blunder a Night because, in fact, I did end up in Leo's place today. Now, in the morning, Leo said, or more like his girlfriend Pink said that he had fever, and I'm like, oh shit! And then 2 hours later, Leo called me and said, I don't have fever anymore. Come to my come to my house, not house, apartment right now. And I'm like, okay. At first I was a little skeptical, like, oh, should I go or should I not go? Should I go or should I stay? But at the end I'm like, you know what? No, there's nothing to be lost. There's only gain. So I went to Leo's place and Adam was there. So me, Adam, Leo, Pink, we just played mahjong for like ever. And I won 0 times. Maybe it's because I don't know what's the definition of a victory in mahjong, because, or maybe it's just me being super duper unlucky. But I was really unlucky, and yeah, I won 0 times, and they all won like a few times. Pink's really good. I don't know why. And we talked a lot about stuff. Like, at first it's a little boring. I didn't talk much. But later on, it starts to get boring, and I start to initiate conversations. I talk about how friendly of a person Tom is. And Adam said that he personally asked Tom if there is anything, if there are any events and activities with the Bean Gang, you know, with Tom, Hans, Hector, AJ, Marty, and those boys. And Tom is like, yeah, I'm planning. And then Adam asked, okay, so are you gonna let me join? And Tom's like, I don't know. So Adam's like, oh, maybe Tom's hiding something from me. And I'm like, actually, no. I don't think Tom is hiding something from you. I just think that Tom is not the boss in the gang. The boss is Hans. Hans is the guy who makes the decisions. Hans is the guy who says who can come and who can't come. So Adam can't come because of Hans. Hans doesn't want him to come, not Tom. Tom is friendly. So there's that. And we also briefly talked about Natalie because it's Natalie's birthday. And I talked about Natalie and Pink, Leo, and Adam, especially Pink and Leo. They're like, oh yeah, Natalie's fucking insane. At one point, Natalie said, women are born to be raped. And of course, given Natalie's very liberal views, that's probably Natalie when she's in, like, I don't know, insane mode or evil mode or whatever. So Natalie would say things like this, and she loves being hurt and being injured and being mentally and psychologically played with. She's a masochist. And yeah, it just turns her on. I mean, that's why Keith was like, that's why Natalie likes Keith, because Keith always hurt Natalie, both physically and mentally. And Natalie kind of liked that. What else did we talk about? We eventually talked about Keith. No one, Leo, Pink, Adam, they all don't know about Keith. And I said, I told them my theories of how Keith wanted to take over our entire classroom, but failed because Keith didn't account for me, Bernice, and Mary and what we are capable of. Because at one point in 7th grade, me, Bernice, and Mary became friends. Keith did not predict that. And because of the fact that we became friends, everything in Keith's plan sort of spiraled out of control. So yeah, I mean, Keith is like a psychopath, but not a very, probably a very smart one now, but back then not so smart. We also talked a lot of shit about Jordana. For some reason, last time when I saw Pink said she's not really all that interested in what Jordana's wearing. Today, Pink said she's kind of interested what Jordana's going to be wearing for graduation dinner. And yeah, I mean, Jordana's going to be very annoying and everyone's going to dislike her, and I totally understand that. I totally do. And I also told them about Anne, how strange of a person Anne is, but how in 7th grade I thought Anne is just a normal, I thought Anne is a weird person, but in in Form 3 or ninth grade, I thought Anne is just a normal girl. But I was actually right in 7th grade and wrong in ninth grade. Apparently, Anne is a strange person, but in different ways. Yeah, basically there's that. We had fun. We talked a lot, and at some point, Pink played Pink Floyd, The Dark Side of the Moon, the whole damn album, because Leo's parents are people with good music taste, so they have like CDs in there and stuff. Yeah, apparently Leo has food poisoning, so it's not like a cold or anything. I mean, he's got like low fever, 37.8 degrees Celsius, and he has diarrhea, unfortunately. So I wish him well. I wish him really, really well. And yeah, I also talked a little bit about my short films. I haven't sent the letter to my principal, but I've tweaked it a little bit last night. And yeah, I am currently writing episode 6 script, and it's going to be great. Time now is 3:15 a.m. on July 9th. I will finish up Conspiracies episode 6 very soon. So word came by. Actually, I asked the barber himself. The barber shop is not opening tomorrow. So that's very unfortunate. I was really looking forward to this haircut. I don't know why am I looking forward to this haircut so much. I guess it's because, I mean, look at my hair. Just look at it. I've never had hair this long in so many years. But this is actually, I don't know. This is strange to me. I thought when I decided to not have my hair cut until early July, I thought my hair is going to be super duper long. But actually, it's not that long, which is actually even more concerning. Is this the maximum length? Have I reached the maximum length? Or is it still growing but in a smaller rate? In a rate smaller than ever before? But yeah, it's really... But how... I mean, okay, if you think about this, how, unless the body is able to detect the length of your hair, how is your body able to regulate the rate of hair growth? How? It can't. Also, your hair is detached from your body anyways. It's a bunch of dead cells. It's not going to do anything. It can't do anything. It's dead. So that's probably not the case. But maybe it has reached its maximum length. Maybe the rate is constant. The growth rate of the hair is constant. It's just reached its maximum length. Like my mustache. I've been keeping this mustache, okay, and a little bit hair right here, maybe a little bit, just a tiny bit, for like 6 months already. And it's like maximum. For the past couple of months, it never grew. It stayed like this, like all the time. I don't know why. I really don't know why. And there's this myth saying that, oh, if you shave more constantly, it's gonna grow more, like it's gonna stimulate your body to grow more. That's false, man. That's false. It really depends on your genes, which means your genes determine how much testosterone you're gonna release in a certain rate, at a certain rate. So if you have a high rate of testosterone, then okay, facial hair time. But obviously, my level of testosterone is not that high. I'm not that masculine of a man. I mean, look at my arms. They're thin, skinny. Though I've been trying my best to, get thicker. Yeah. I don't know why. I really want to see Natalie in real life. Like, it's been a long time. Like, it's ironic that the last time I saw someone that isn't Leo and Pink and whoever they're with is Mary. Like, I have seen Mary in a closer, okay, how am I gonna say this? I can't arrange sentences all of a sudden. This is what I'm gonna say. The time between me right now and the time when I last saw Mary is actually shorter than the time between me right now and the time I actually saw Natalie in real life. But this is an unfair comparison. I've never once spoken to Mary anymore since May 11th, but almost every single day after May 8th, I have still been speaking to Natalie, except for that 1 week where I self-isolated. But yeah, I hope that I can see her like one more time before the graduation dinner, because I know that during the graduation dinner, things are going to be a little more complicated, a little more busy, and it's not like I won't have that much time to, speak to her and see her in real life. Also, apparently, it's going to be a buffet, so it's going to be very violent. Oh my god, it's going to be a buffet. It's going to be a very intense meal, okay? It's going to be intense, all caps. It's a fucking buffet. So the best tray of food may be steaks. Everyone's gonna just rob them, okay? And yeah, the chefs, they're gonna cook them, they're gonna try to refill them, but they will run out of meat very soon. So everyone's gonna just go after that tray of steak and just absolutely destroy it. That's gonna happen. It's going to be an extremely, extremely intense meal. Quarrels will happen. I'm telling you, man. Okay. Aside from that, Adam told me today that he actually fought like hand-to-hand combat with Topher and Grant before, even though he doesn't seem like a fighting guy, given how skinny of a person he is and how much he hates drama. Whenever we talk about drama, he's like, oh, it's whatever, no one cares. No one cares. But actually, he does kind of care, but low-key, but, he's one of the more careless ones anyways. Time to go to bed. I just had a very long Discord chat with Natalie and Cedric, and we talked a lot about graduation dinner and a lot about the past, Jordana, Keith, and what the hell actually happened back in Forms 1 and 2, because it's still a mystery to us. It's still fucking crazy. And yeah, it was pretty fun, but now we're all pretty much tired. Cedric's watching anime. Natalie is working on like a website, and she's waiting for her boss's approval. Either that, but because she's like muted right now, so I guess she's probably working right now. But she's still on the Discord. She's still on the call. I left it though because I had to do the fucking review. But I want to do the review. So yeah. Hondoni. So yeah, it's like 2:12 a.m. right now. On July 10th. Spent the whole day today just in my apartment. But it's cool. I like this. I'm starting to appreciate, this. Like spending time in my own apartment, just not doing anything. I'm starting to like this. I'm starting to like this. It takes time, Like at first it's like, okay, so fucking boring. Just let me go out. I want to do something outside. But now it's like, it's not that bad. I get to rest. I get to just walk around. How long did it take me to accept the new reality after 8th grade? Because after 8th grade, the 8th grade syndrome thing, it's broken. Bubble bursted. And I was like, wow, reality is so boring now. it's so realistic, yet it's so boring. And I was just so upset because I'm starting to, perceive the reality in a real way. And it's like, and it took me a whole damn year to fully accept it. Okay, you know what? This boring reality that I'm in, okay, it's okay. I'm starting to, get the hang of it. But the whole, like, now that I've said it, the whole eighth grade syndrome thing, it doesn't just boom, it ends. It's a gradual thing. I can talk about it later. Anyways, Natalie told me that she missed the interview, the Hong Kong University interview, Zoom interview, I think, for her first choice in the JUPAS program, which is this program that allows you to pick what courses do you want to take in the university with priorities. It's her first choice, and she forgot to do the interview. Fuck. Like, this is a really rare occasion where I feel bad for her, because usually it's she who's supposed to feel bad for me, because usually I'm in a worse situation than she is all the friggin' time. But yeah, that's very unfortunate. I feel bad for her. Like, my God, how do you manage to miss an interview? Like, that's huge. That's a huge mistake. And she's like, I think she's dying in the inside right now. But when she told me about this, she's like, yeah, oops. Anyways, tomorrow I will. I haven't even finished. Conspiracies episode 6. I think I'll finish tomorrow, and tomorrow I'll be having the haircut. With my cousins. Two of my cousins will also have haircut, and I will look swick. Hopefully the graduation dinner happens, because today there is like 47 new cases of coronavirus in Hong Kong. 47. Yesterday it's 19. It has been 0 for like a whole damn week, and then suddenly 6, 19, 47, probably 100 tomorrow. I don't know, but that's very scary. And then the next day it's probably going to be 300 or something. The coronavirus is returning. And I fucking hate that. Please end it. Stop it. Yeah. Not much else to say.